Good thoughts from Vision's daily devotion, The Word for Today.
Consider Romans 8 verse 37. Yet in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. Have you heard of the principle of supercompensation? A pastor explains. When an athlete is pushed beyond the threshold of pain and exhaustion, the body overcompensates. The more a muscle is broken down, the more it builds back up. The 206 bones in the body are constantly going through a process called remodeling. They're being broken down by osteoclasts and built back up by osteoblasts. The process of remodeling is intensified when a bone is broken. Extra osteoblasts help rebuild the bone. There's a period of weakness where the bone is more vulnerable to re-injury. That's why we wear casts. But eventually the bone ends up stronger than it was to begin with because the body overcompensates. Very rarely does a bone break in the same place twice because the bone is thicker and stronger than it was before the break. Almost like a broken bone that needs to be reset, God breaks us where we need to be broken. He fractures the pride and lust and anger in our lives, but he does it to remodel us into his image. And once we heal, we end up stronger than we were to begin with. Paul writes in Philippians 1 verse 29, "For it has been granted to you on behalf of Christ to suffer for him." The word granted comes from a Greek root, which literally means to grant a favor. We tend to see suffering as a necessary evil at best, but Paul calls it a divine favor. End quote. So maybe God is remodeling you. Perhaps the problem you thought you'd never overcome will become your most effective ministry to others. We're called to overcome. Part 3. That's Vision's Word for Today.
The Word for Today, Australia's most widely read daily devotion. Read it, share it or subscribe. Free at vision.org.au or in the Vision app. Just another way Vision is helping you look to God daily.